Hi everybody, today I'm doing a comparison between these two bags, which in my opinion are the trendiest, most it bags between both brands, which is the Chanel 25 and the, Louis Vuitton Speedy Soft 30. So I will put both dimensions down below. Both bags are very different, yet similar in terms of what they provide because they're both shoulder bags, I guess. And then, you know, we'll go into the differences, which is quite a bit, I would say. But to me personally, as a consumer, I was torn between both of these bags. And now I have both. And I'll tell you which one I prefer, which one I would choose, and like pros and cons of each. So let's get into it. I quickly wanted to mention that I am selling my Louis Vuitton Carry-All PM. Comes with the pouch and the luggage tag right here in the monogram canvas. I've owned it less than a year. I'm pretty sure you can timestamp from when I upload my unboxing. Also, I forgot to mention when I'm doing this comparison, one bag costs twice as much as the other bag. Please keep that in mind if you're making your decision. Hope this helps. We're going to start off with the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 Soft. This is not, again, this is not new to the brand. What they did different though with this bag is the interior is completely lined with leather, and this one is lined with red leather. Mine is made in France. I think this is my first made in France bag, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, it is completely lined with leather, and my store knew to call me as soon as this bag arrived, because I personally do not like purchasing bags, especially from Louis Vuitton, that are display or other people have touched or just things like that. So this is directly from shipment, and they called me right away, put it on the side because they just knew that that's who I am. Anyways, so again, it's completely lined with leather. It's still a coated canvas on the exterior. The leather bits on the exterior are pre-patina. Pre-patina meaning they're pre-darkened already, which should make it less likely to get water stains, but who knows if that's actually accurate. I have other bags that are pre-patinaed, and then on top of that you do get these charms, which comes with 3. So the Paris boarding pass, which I've always wanted to go to Paris, so I love that. A red clochette, which you can remove. I don't like how stiff it is, but I'm sure it'll soften up. Yeah, and there is a key inside, and then a gold trunk, which is what Louis Vuitton started off as a brand in a whole. But yeah, this is pretty hefty. The hardware is all matched, which the Speedy is known to have non-matching straps, and the hardwares are so shiny and pretty. The biggest game changer is the shoulder strap, which is this right here. I adore the shoulder strap. It's so comfortable. I love it so much. But yeah, now let's get into what fits in the bag, and then we'll do a comparison with the Chanel 25. So my bigger 2 things that I would personally put in my bags, especially of this caliber, would be my laptop, which doesn't fit. This is a 12-inch, if I'm not mistaken, laptop. And in theory, it could fit, right? It could fit. However, the opening of the Speedy is not big enough for this laptop. If it was, say, the Speedy 20, which opens on the sides, then I'm sure no problem, no brainer. I do wish that it opened a little bit bigger, but it is already pretty generous. And here is an iPad Pro Series 7, 8, something like that. And this one does fit, no problem. And it just fits. And it's, I guess it's easier to see what doesn't fit versus what can fit in the Speedy, because the Speedy 30, especially the 30, is a big bag in itself, that you can fit whatever your heart desires in this bag. And that fits. Obviously a water bottle fits. Everything you can think of fits. Once I wear her out and do all that, I will do a what fits in or what I carry in my bag. But in general, everything will fit in the Speedy 30. It's a huge bag. I will put the dimension of both bags on my description down below. Now for Chanel 25, I did do a pros and cons for this bag and a review of it already, but for the purposes of this comparison, a water bottle does fit in the Chanel 25, as I've demonstrated in the previous video. A laptop, especially the one I have, does not. This iPad, I don't even think does fit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried that already. No, it doesn't fit, as you can see. Blech. Just hit me in the face, would ya? It just fits like that, and that's pretty much it. So definitely completely two different bags. I do love that it's completely leather outside, and again, it's caviar leather, aged gold hardware. So gorgeous. However, yeah, I don't even use the side pockets. I'm pretty sure it's just there for aesthetics. For me personally, I'm sure other people use it because it's easy access, your phone and what have you. But I feel the bag internally is already easy access as it is. So not a big issue for me. Let's do some mug shots. I am 5 feet for reference, size medium in certain things. But this is how both bags fit me. Again, this is a Chanel 25 in the small and the Speedy 30 soft. And as you can see, the Chanel 25 definitely does hit me lower on the body. The strap drops are both very, very generous. I would maybe prefer a little bit shorter on both bags, and I've mentioned that already previously. The Chanel 25 is that interwoven chain and leather. They're both very comfortable, I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't worn the Speedy Soft yet, so I'm hoping it doesn't tend to fall off the shoulders because it's that rolled hardware and I don't see any gapping. Both very cute, very aesthetic, obviously. I just wish I got my Chanel 25 in a different color and not this yellow. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison video between both of these gorgeous, gorgeous bags. Oh, I forgot to mention, which I'm sure you guys already noticed, you can wear the Speedy Soft top handle. As for the Chanel 25, you cannot. But as far as the runway, this is how they carried it, if you wanted to hold it as a hand carry. But yes, these are both bags. I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison.